Right out of the gate, the judge wastes no time. Multiple case numbers, probation violations, and a defendant who openly admitted meth use. Buckle up, because these hearings move fast and every sentence here has legal consequences.
These are case numbers 23CR40537, 23CR40919, the State of Ohio versus Rebecca Mullins. Ms. Mullins, the court has received a report that alleges you have violated the terms of your ILC and probation. Officer, a statement of those allegations, please.
Your Honor, misdemeanor condition number 3. The defendant verbally admitted to the use of methamphetamines on October the 23rd and November the 13th of 2025, and on November the 13th, 2020.
Quick legal note: when a defendant can't afford an attorney, the court must appoint one. This ensures their constitutional rights are protected especially. Important during violation hearings where jail time is on the line.
The defendant attempted to use a device to alter a drug test while at the probation office.
All right, Ms. Mullins, do you understand those allegations?
Yes.
You have a right to be represented by a counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Do you have the funds to hire an attorney?
No.
Do you want me to appoint you one?
Please.
Okay.
Trying to fake a drug test is one of the fastest ways to turn a probation mistake into a full-blown disaster. What do you think's hold courts be harsher on tampering, or is addiction treatment the better route? Let me know.
She's handing you an affidavit of indigency that you need to sign for me, please.
Right here.
Court will find that you're indigent for the purposes of retaining counsel, and I'll assign attorney Steve Madden to represent you in this matter. The court does find that there's probable cause you have violated the terms of your ILC and probation, and the court will order this set for a final hearing. Would you make a note to Officer Ruff to have her get a new assessment while we're waiting for a hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? All right, that's all. Ms. Bauer? This is case number 24CR41874, the State of Ohio versus Marcy Bauer. Ms. Bauer, the court has received a report that alleges you have violated the terms of your community control. Officer, a statement of the allegation, please.
Your Honor, misdemeanor condition number 1. On October 30th, 2025, the defendant was charged and arrested in Jackson Superior Court number 2 with two Class A misdemeanors: operating a vehicle while intoxicated and resisting law enforcement, and a Class C misdemeanor of reckless driving. On October 22nd of 2025, the defendant failed to appear for a scheduled office visit, which was not excused by her supervising officer. And under misdemeanor condition number 7, the defendant failed to notify her probation officer of a change of address.
And here's an interesting twist. The defendant wants to waive her right to an attorney just to get on with it. Judges, get very cautious here, because waiving counsel can be risky. One wrong move, and you can accidentally sink your own case.
Ms. Bauer, do you understand the allegations?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Do you have the funds to hire an attorney?
I do, Your Honor, but I'd really rather just get on with this today and get the help that I need and get back to my life, hopefully.
You're being handed a document. It's called a waiver of counsel. You need to read that very carefully.
Yes, sir. I don't want to hurt my case, but I don't deny the allegations. I just like to kind of explain and and hopefully get some help for what is the main issue of all the reasons I'm ever in a courtroom. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just going to say. What is the date? Is it 18th? Thank you. Thank you.
All right, the court will, well, first off, did you sign this?
Yes, sir.
And you believe you understand what it says?
I believe I do.
Tell me what you think it says.
I believe it says I'm probably not very smart for not getting an attorney, and that if I can't afford one, you'll get
That's
one.
not what it says. I mean,
That's what it reads to me.
well, I guess it does say, you understand that you're waiving your
Right.
constitutional right to counsel.
Yes, sir.
You cannot use the fact that you represented yourself as an appealable error. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way
No,
to
sir.
get you to waive your right to counsel?
No,
Are you
sir.
under the influence today of any drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
All right, the court will make a finding then that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional right to counsel, and I will accept that.
Thank you.
Now, with regard to this allegation, do you want to have a hearing, or do you admit to what he said you did?
I admit if I can have some explanation, just that I missed my appearance here due to being detained in Indiana, and the very first call I made from the jail in Indiana was to Officer Torek on his cell phone and left
Okay.
a message. So, but that the change of address wasn't a change of address. It was just a place. Officer Torek was aware that for the job I had that I have since left because I want to make changes in my life. I traveled, so I was in Cleveland a lot and I was near Louisville a lot. So that was just an address I used and stayed at when I was working down there. It wasn't an actual change of address. So it was just an additional address. And now I have signed a lease here in Covington, so I am living here in town and have,
Covington, you mean Covington, Kentucky?
yes, sir,
That's a different state. You know that, right?
correct. I was living in Newport when I got this charge
I got you.
originally. Okay. But anyway, I have, and I've interviewed for 2 other jobs that are not in that industry anymore. Just
What industry?
I was a music promoter. I booked and managed bands and gigs and worked for Riverfront Live and Live Nation and such places. So I've since decided that's not a good environment, and that any time I've ever been in trouble, it's involved alcohol, and I know that I can't do that anymore. And I am willing. I've talked to Officer Torek twice since I've been here, and want to get some, whether it's IOP or, and I know I need to also be back on my mental health meds. I was sober over 10 years when I took them and had regular therapy. So that's what I would like to do.
This is one of the rawest moments in the entire hearing. She lays everything out: diction, depression, the desire to change. These personal confessions can heavily influence a judge's decision, especially in rehabilitation-focused courts.
I just had 2 interviews last week for marketing and social media, not involving that, just would be more of a remote thing. And both of those calls should be on my phone waiting for me, hopefully, if I got to see them today. And because I was told I'd get an answer this week on both of them by Monday for either a second interview or be told I got the position or I didn't. And I too have, a son who's grown, but I don't want to live a life like this. I don't ever want to be involved in this again, and I don't want to just feel bad in general. I don't want to cry myself to sleep and be depressed, and I know that's what the alcohol does, and I don't want to end my life anymore. And I have health problems too, and I'm too young to think that this is the last stop. I'm 56, and I still have several years left that I want to be happy again like I was when I was sober. All the time sober. It doesn't matter if I only drink 1 day a week or don't even get really drunk. It's just not good for me, and it affects my entire life and my decision making, and I just want to do better.
All All right, the court will find that you have violated the terms of your probation. The court is going to continue you on probation. I am going to order an updated assessment. That updated assessment will be done while you are in the Warren County Jail. So you're going to be held until that assessment is completed. It should be a day or so. You will be released when that assessment is completed. You're ordered to comply with that recommendations of the assessment, and you're ordered to be on sober link for a period of 90 days.
May I ask one other thing, Your Honor? I'm supposed to be in court in Indiana Thursday morning.
Officer Tork made notification to Indiana prosecutors about her current incarceration. I can leave a note for him to give an update about the orders from today.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not on bond.
If he gets the assessment done, she'll be released before then. So, anything else? All right, that's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Murray? This is case number 25-CR42389, the State of Ohio versus Simon Murray. Mr. Murray, the court has received a report that alleges that you have violated the terms of your community control. Officer, a statement of that allegation, please.
Your Honor, under general condition number 7 on alcohol and opiates, the defendant admitted to these substances, and under special condition 15C, as of 11/12 of 2025, the defendant has failed to engage in substance abuse treatment as ordered. And under special condition 15D, as of the same date, the defendant has failed to engage in mental health treatment as ordered for the court.
All right, Mr. Murray, do you understand the allegation?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, I will appoint one for you at no cost. Do you have the funds to hire an attorney?
Yeah, but I would rather waive it.
Notice how the judge balances accountability with rehabilitation. Sanctions, treatment monitoring, but also encouragement. Community control hearings like this show the tightrope courts walk between punishment and helping defendants restart their lives. What part stood out the most to you?
Thank you. All right, Mr. Murray, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what you signed here?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what you signed.
Waive my right to a lawyer.
Okay. Does anyone promise you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence today of any drugs or alcohol?
Yes, sir.
Do you take medication that interferes with your ability to understand or comprehend what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your right to counsel, and I'll accept that. Now, do you want to have a hearing, or do you admit to the violation?
I admit, sir.
All right, the court's going to find that you have violated the terms of your community control. Anything you want to tell me before I sanction you?
I wasn't drinking too heavy. I drank a couple times, like right before my test. I was really depressed, and I just didn't. I don't know why I did it. I know it was stupid, but.
How old are you?
How old am I? 23.
Okay.
But I haven't violated it before, and the opiate, I took a Tylenol codeine pill. I actually was feeling really sick, and I got on my mom's medicine cabinet and took a pill because I was feeling like shit or bad.
Okay. All right, what we're going to do is, despite this violation, I'm going to continue you on community control. I am, Officer Rose wants to have a new assessment done by Full Circle. you are ordered to comply with that treatment recommendation. It's going to be inpatient. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're ordered to successfully complete the full circle program. You're ordered to be compliant with your mental health medication, right?
Yeah.
You got to take it as prescribed.
Yeah, I need a new physician or like a
Psychiatrist?
psychiatrist, yeah, because mine stopped giving me pills, so that's why I haven't been taking them.
We'll get that worked out through Full Circle once we get him placed. 126.
And you're going to be placed on a TAD monitor when you're released from the jail. Listen, Mr. Murray, you're young. I know you have some issues here that you need to deal with, but you know the purpose of all this is really to try to help you to get you on track. This really isn't punishment, even though I'm placing you on a TAD monitor. It's because you can't drink at all.
Right.
When you start mixing alcohol with the medications that you're supposed to be taking, you're going to have bad consequences, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it, even though you feel depressed. There's other ways that you can get yourself out of that slump. Okay, there's people you can talk to about that. Okay, so you got to do better. All right, so we're going to get the assessment while he's in custody. Once that assessment does, you'll be transferred to Full Circle. All right, anything else?
How long is the program? Full Circle?
I don't know. I'm going to guess that they're going to give you a range, say 4 to 6 months,
Right.
and it depends whether it's 4 months, closer to 4 months, or closer to 6 months. It depends on you and how
Right.
compliant you are.
Right.
So hey, listen, you got to be honest. You weren't honest when she had the coach over there to assess you. Maybe we could have avoided some of this had you been honest with your mental health and substance use issues, right? You got to be honest with them, or they can't help you. Okay?
Right.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all.
She's credit.